जब जॉब चाहिए सरकारी तो इंडिया करे अड्डा 24/7 पर तैयारी। अड्डा 24/7, India's #1 government job preparation app.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Adda 24/7 Regulatory Bodies and SO. Welcome everyone on the official YouTube channel of Offices Adda 24/7. My name is Amanjyot and I am here with you all to discuss the another MCQ series on the principles and practices of banking. So today we are going to discuss the another 8 question with the conceptual understanding of the PPB. Okay. Good morning to all of you. Really sorry for the delay due to some technical issue. There was delay in the session, so really sorry for that. So let's start today's session. So first of all, before starting the session, those candidates who have not downloaded the 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. And also, if you have not subscribed the Offices Adda 24/7 channel, then do subscribe the channel so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you from the channel. Okay. So good morning to all of you. How are you all? So let's start the session. Before starting the session, those candidates who are in the session, do share the session once with your colleagues who are preparing for the same, and also do like the session. Okay. So let's start. Before starting the session, there are certain English medium batches which are going to start, and some batches recently started, which will be really helpful for all of your preparation who have not linked yet in the paid class. So this is the English medium batch started from the 16th of August. In this particular batch, PPB or Principles or Practices of Banking subject will start from 5th of September. And the another selection batch, or we can say a crash course batch started, is going to start from 12th of September. So these are the English medium batches which are really helpful for your preparation of the November exam. And today is the date from when your registration will start. Okay, today itself from 1st of September your registration is going to start. So do make sure you are preparing very well. Now the registration also started. You have exam in November, so do make sure you qualify this attempt. Because if you wait for the next attempt, then in that situation the syllabus is going to change, the subjects is going to change. So what's the sense? When you know that this is the thing they are going to ask, then do complete it as soon as possible. Next things, bilingual batches are also starting. First of all, the CAIIB bilingual batch is going to start from 12th of September, and this is a bilingual batch. Also, a bilingual batch of JAIIB is starting from the 5th of September. So that's a complete selection batch, similar like the English medium batch. So whatever language you want, you can opt that particular language. By using the code Y496, you will get 81% discount only for today, and you will be able to get maximum discount by using this particular code. Now let's start immediately with the first question, in which we are talking about, first question is talking about which one of the following ethics related actions by management is least effective in encouraging acceptance by employees of an organization's code of conduct. So question is related to your E module, that is the last module of your syllabus. Question is related to that particular module, and the question is asking which of the following ethics related action by management is least effective in encouraging acceptance by the employees of an organization's code of conduct. So which of the least accepted? First is saying management follows ethical principles and decision made on behalf of the organization. Second is saying management appoints an ethics officer to monitor and report to management on employees' compliance. Third, management keeps promises and commitments made to employees, customers and vendors. Next is management supports employees in adhering to ethics standard. So which do you think is least accepted by the employees from the organization's code of conduct? So what will be the right answer for the first question? A, B, C or D? Okay, the first answer came is B. Rajan is saying B, Tirupala Reddy is saying A, Madhu is saying B. Okay, what about rest? D, B, okay, and A. Different options you all are using. See, the question is asking which of the following is least effective in encouraging acceptance by employees. Why we are encouraging the employees? So that they will accept the organization's code of conduct. So which of the following is the part of the organization's code of conduct which the employees do not want to accept, which the least accepted or encouraging thing which a bank's management or the organization's management is doing? So B, maximum are going with B, some are saying A, some are saying C, some are saying D. No, the right answer will be B. That management appoints an ethics officer to monitor and report to management on employees' compliance. Okay, so this is obvious what we are talking about here, that simply management has appointed an ethics officer. So how it gets irritated now, like when someone is over you and he or she is giving the report of your work, that what you have done today or what you have not done today, how much time you have wasted in the gossip or how much not. So how you have following the code of conduct or how you are not, you didn't came in the for example uniform. That kinds of information went to the particular management, and this was done by a certain mediator who is appointed as the ethics officer. So this creates a little bit, what we can say, irritation in the office. So the least accepted ethics code of conduct which is used by the organization or which is not effective on the employees is appointing an ethics officer. Okay, now next. Second question is asking to calculate capital adequacy ratio, that is CAR, capital adequacy ratio, the banks are required to take into account which of the following risk? So we have studied Basel norms, right? We have completed the Basel norms. What is Basel? Basel is simple. Basel committee has introduced certain Basel norms which creates or which provides the international banking regulations so that all the banks at the global level do not have to face a certain risk. So in the Basel Accord 1, or we can say the first Basel norm, the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision introduced the capital adequacy ratio, in which it has said that the banks has to maintain a certain percentage of their risk weighted asset with themselves to make sure that in future if they face any kind of issue at the time of use NP or at the time of future risk, so they will be able to use this particular fund. So which of the following risk will be calculated when you are calculating capital adequacy ratio? So the formula is capital adequacy ratio equals to the total capital divided by RWA. What does RWA stand for? It is risk weighted asset. RWA is risk weighted asset. Whatever loan you have given to the customers, that is your risk weighted asset. There is a chances maybe the customer will return your loan, maybe chances there is no customer will not return your loan. So in that situation, what we are talking about, that simply that is risk weighted asset. That asset of yours went to the risk, it can come back or it cannot. Okay, so that is risk weighted asset. So in this risk weighted asset, we have these types of risk. We have credit risk, we have market risk, and we have operational risk. So right answer will be D. Okay, so right answer will be D. That first, operational, credit and market, all the three types of risk will be covered in the Basel 1 of Basel Accord 1 capital adequacy ratio. It is also known as capital to risk weighted asset ratio, CRAR, also known as the same. Capital to risk weighted asset ratio, it introduced in the Basel 1 but continued in the Basel 2, again continued in the Basel 3. So right now public sector banks have to maintain 12% of capital adequacy ratio. NBFCs have to maintain 15% of capital adequacy ratio. Okay, next. Third question. So which of the following statement is not correct? Which of the following statement is not correct regarding the Basel 3 implementation in India? So regarding Basel 3 implementation in India, which of the following statement is not correct? First is saying minimum tier 1 capital ratio should be 8%. Second saying maximum tier 2 capital should be 2%. Third is saying minimum total capital ratio should be 9%. Fourth is saying minimum total capital plus capital conservation buffer should be 11.5%. So which of the following you think is not correct according to the Basel 3 guidelines? So let me know which of the following is correct. A, B, C or D. Shiva is going with B, Rajan is saying A, Madhu is saying B, Kritik is saying A, Sweetie is saying A, Nishant is saying C. Okay. No. The right answer will be your A, that the minimum tier 1 capital ratio should be 8%. No, it should be 7%. Okay, so the right answer will be A, because it should not be the 8%, it is 7%. So tier 1 capital is wrong, but tier 2 is correct, 2%. And total capital, tier 1 plus tier 2 should be 9%, that is also correct. And when we talk about the capital adequacy ratio plus capital conservation buffer, so the capital adequacy ratio is 9% and the capital conservation buffer is 2.5%. So this includes your 11.5% minimum total capital. Okay, so right answer will be A, it is wrong. Next. Which of the following is not a capital account transaction as per Foreign Exchange Management Act? So FAMA Act we are talking about here. So FAMA has replaced the FARA Act. First used to have the FARA Act, that is Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. So with the help of Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, RBI has put a certain restrictions on the transactions of foreign currency, because earlier we used to have a very limited foreign currency. That's why RBI has put certain restriction on the foreign currency transaction under the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. But when we have started doing 1991 LPG, when we have introduced liberalization, privatization and globalization, and we made Indian economy globalized, it means we have opened Indian economy, we started export and import of goods and services as much as we want. So that when the LPG started, this FARA was not able to cope up with the LPG. So that's why FARA has replaced with the FAMA, that is Foreign Exchange Management Act. And this act says that all the foreign currencies will be managed, not restricted by the RBI, but will be managed by the RBI. Okay, so which of the following is correct? First is saying import of capital goods by an Indian company. Second is saying change in asset of liability position outside India of a person resident in India. Third is saying change in asset or liability position in India of a person resident outside India. And the fourth one is saying none of the above. So which of the following according to you all is correct? Answer quickly for the fourth question. A, B, C or D. Which of the following is correct? And also those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session immediately. Just close the chat box, like the session and start answering your question. Fourth is A and D. Two options are coming. A and D. Okay. So the right answer will be your import of capital goods will not be a part of capital account. See, when we talk about balance of payment, now when we talk about balance of payment, what is balance of payment? Balance of payment is simply a record of economic transaction. Let's say this is India. And whatever economic transactions are happening, this is India, and let's say economic transactions are happening. What does economic transactions means? It means all the transactions which are related to money will be counted in the economic transaction. So let's say there is economic transactions happening in between India and the rest of the world. ROW stands for rest of the world. Outside the boundary of our country, we have rest of the world with which we are dealing, with which we are trading. Okay. So whatever the trading or economic transactions happens between India and the rest of the world, that will be recorded in a financial year, and that is known as balance of payment. And to record this transaction, to record that how much money is coming and from by which source the money is coming, to record all these things, we have three types of accounting. We have capital account, we have current account, and we have financial account. So if I talk about current account, so current account is the account in which export and import of goods and services will be written. So all the trade, all the export, import of goods and services, whether it is a visible trade, whether it is a invisible trade. Visible means trading of goods. Invisible means trading of services. So whatever we are doing trading of visible or invisible trades. We are doing that will come under the current account. So if we talk about here import or of capital or goods of an Indian company, that will come under the current account, not in the capital account. So that's why this will not be our answer. So this is not maintained. This is not written in the capital account. So the right answer will be A. Okay. Next. In NULM scheme, financial assistance available to urban poor in setting up individuals and group enterprises will be in the form of interest subsidy on the bank loans. So how much interest subsidy will be provided? So what is NULM? First you have to remember NULM and NRLM. Both the schemes are very important for your exam. NULM and NRLM you have to cover in detail. Both are very important. So the loan amount or the subsidy amount will be asked in the year. So when we talk about NULM, it is National Urban Livelihood Mission, that is known as DAY NULM. Deen Dayal Antyodaya National Urban Livelihood Mission. So in this particular mission, financial assistance will be given to the urban poor. And when we talk about NRLM, it is National Rural Livelihood Mission. So in NRLM, financial assistance will be given to the rural poor, and in here the financial assistance will be given to the urban poor. How you are giving the financial assistance? By giving them bank loan, and the bank loan will be provided on the subsidy. The bank loan will be provided on the interest subsidy. So what subsidy it will be? Fifth is A, that is 3%. Okay, everyone is going with the A option. Fifth is A, everyone is saying A. No, the right answer will be D. The limit has been given difference between the 7% per annum and the rate of interest charged by the bank. So whatever rate of interest is bank charging above the 7%, that will be comes under the interest subsidy. That will be comes under the interest subsidy. Okay, so the right answer will be D. Yeah, correct. Right answer will be D. Okay. Next question. In which of the following endorsement, if the endorser signs his name only and it become payable to bearer? So what type of endorser is it in which only the person doing his signature and transferring the check to the another person? Is it a special endorsement, blank endorsement, sans records endorsement, full endorsement? Which type of endorsement is it? A, B, C or D? It's a very simple question. Very simple question. A and B, two options are coming. See, what we are saying that the following endorsement means when you are transferring something. When you are transfer check, that is endorsement. Okay. So if the endorser, the person who is transferring, signs his name only, he has given on the check his signature only. Nothing has given. So right answer will be it is a blank endorsement. You have heard about the blank check. Now what is blank check? In which the drawer has only given the signature and all the columns are blank. So that is known as blank check. Similarly, that will be blank endorsement. Okay, only signature will be present. Next. If an cashier immediate supervisor instruct the cashier to withhold essential but unpleasant information in a management report, the cashier should do what? So what we are saying that if your supervisor, your immediate supervisor has told you that this particular information, do not disclose this information to the management, then what you will do? What action you will take? A, B, C or D? First is saying do as the supervisor ask and tell no one. Second is saying refuse to do so as the supervisor ask and alert an investigation reporter to the problem. Third is saying take the matter to the supervisor's immediate supervisor. Fourth is saying take the matter directly to the corporate ombudsman. So what do you have to do here? A, B, C or D? What should be your action? When your immediate supervisor is telling you, then don't disclose this particular information. Then what should be your action? B and C, two options are coming. Okay, so the right answer will be C, that take the particular matter to the supervisor's immediate supervisor. Okay, take the matter there. This should be your action. Correct, C is correct. Next. CRM, customer relationship management, is. So right now, every a little bit company also have a customer relationship management. Why it is important? Because the competition level is increasing. Competition is increasing day by day, and if you want to stay in the market, if you want to stay in the market, and if you want to compete with the others, then you have to provide the customer satisfaction. You have to give the customer satisfaction, and that customer satisfaction will be maximize your customer satisfaction. And to maximize your customer satisfaction, you have to know the needs and wants of customer. You have to know the needs and wants of the customer. Without knowing what customer wants, you will not be able to fulfill his or her needs, so you won't be able to satisfy the customer. So these are the reasons why each and every company is right now having a customer relationship management. And who is the customer relationship manager? Who maintains the data of the customers, who decide that what the customer wants and what not. Okay, D, everyone is going with the D option. No, some has said C also. Little Princess has said C. What about rest? बाकी लोगों का क्या आंसर है? A, B, C or D? Okay, so the right answer will be D. All are correct, because when we talk about a pre-sale activity, yes, it's a pre-sale activity before starting sales. What you have to do? You have to know about the customer. Then tool for lead generation, that is also true. It gives you to lead to generate your generation of your customers. Okay, next, an ongoing daily activity. Obviously, you have to check on your customer on the daily basis to know that his trends or his taste or his preference has been changed or not. What now he wants, how much satisfied he is. So all these things you have to check, and the right answer will be D. Okay, very good. Everyone has given the right answer. So now let me know, out of 8, how many questions you have attempted correct. Out of 8, how many questions you have attempted correct. Now, information for all of you that all the batches for your preparation is already on the application, already available on the application. To enroll in any of the particular batch, you can use a certain code, that is Y343. And how to enroll? You have to go to the website, or you can download the application. I would suggest you all download the application, because with the coins you will get 1% additional discount there. And click on the any particular batch you want. If you want English medium batch, click on the English medium tab, and you will find all the upcoming batches here. Individual subject batches are available, and the combined batch is also available. Whatever you want, you can go with that. Let's say you want a combined batch, so click on the combined batch. Do read the details, that when the batch is starting, what is the study plan, what will be the timing of the class. After that, click on the view offer. After clicking on view offer, you will find a particular place to write the coupon code. So you have to use a Y496 code and press the apply button. After applying the button, you will find 80% discount here. And if you purchase from Adda 24/7 application by using the same code, you will get 81% discount there. And best option for all of you is that you will go with the JAIIB and CAIIB ka Mahapack. That will be useful for all of you, because there you will find all the JAIIB batches, all the CAIIB batches, and it will be valid for you for the next 12 months. So what you have to do, just use the particular code Y496. The process will be same. Everything, the test series, the ebooks, everything will be available. The process will be same. What you have to do, just click on the particular read all the details. These are the details which are available. Click on the details of the particular product and click on view offer. Use the same code Y496 and you will get 81% discount for right now, and you will get maximum discount from the Adda 24/7 application. Okay, so this is all for today. 6, 7, 6, 4, very less score. So Soma Shekhar, you have got. Why only 4? Mamta, you also got only 5. If we are practicing, Shiva also got 5. If we are practicing multiple questions of PPB, then do have a target. Come with the target that I want a marks between 6 to 8 only. It should be 6, 7 or 8, not less than that. Okay. So let's end the session here. Thank you all for joining the session and stay safe.